Hey, we're back for the seventh race here in Marietta. A purse of $6,820. 2-year-old colt and gelding Acers. I think we've got them all out on the track getting ready for the post parade here in just a minute. So let's get back to these pioneers that discovered the Marietta region in the Northwest Territory.
Right. I don't know if we'll have time.
I know. I've got a paragraph here I want to read, but we're going to wait. Post parade for the 7th.
Number 1 is Tsunami King by Eric Nesselrode of Stockport. Brady Clemens driving. The 2 is GPA, owned by Mossberger, Carter, and Gallagher. Carson Conrad up. 3, Terran Pacific. Gene Will of Fredericksburg, the owner. Lucas Harper aboard. The 4, Dial Tone, owned by Ron Lineweaver. A Pennsylvania Christian Myers up. 5 is Lane's Suma Boy, owned by Shelby Cheadle of Londonderry, Alex Hawkins of Sulky. Field of 5, second division, 2-year-old pacing colts and geldings, a purse of $6,820. They'll be out the gate and racing shortly.
From the rail out, Tsunami King with Brady Clemens for Eric Nesselrode. Eric owns this one out of Stockport. This is a Dancing Yankee gelding from the Sunbeat Somewhere Mare Hurricane Equine Rose. 7 starts this year, 4 wins, 1 second place finish, 3 in a row by a nose, 2 3/4, and 16 lengths. Earnings of $13,242. The mark of 2 minutes and a fifth at Woodsfield. $10,000 purchase to Buckeye Classic sale. Number 2, GPA, Carson Conrad. And the bike for Steve Carter, Mossberger, Carter, and Gallagher are the owners of this one. A summa cum laude gelding from the Yankee Cruiser mare, Artful Dancer. 8 out of 9 in the money, a mark of 59 at Piketon, and a shade under $19,000 in earnings. Was a $50,000 Ohio Select Sale purchase. Number 3, Terror in Pacific. Lucas Harper on the bike for Stephen Harris, who trains. Gene Will out of Fredericksburg owns this Western Terror gelding from the He's Gorgeous mare, Gorgeous Pacific. 9 starts, 2 seconds, 2/3, 5,200 in earnings. And Gene was the one who bred this one. Number 4 is Dial Tone. Christian Myers for James Dodson. Ron Lineweaver is the owner. A well-said gelding from the Cam's Card Shark mare, Quick Dial. 6 starts, a 3rd place finish, 2,400 in earnings. The 5th last week after a break at the start. Had a 2nd tier before that, but then a 4th and a 3rd going back a little bit. And number 5, Lane Summa Boy. Alex Hawk for Shelby Cheadle. Summa cum laude gelding. Shelby owns as well. The well-said mares don't speak. 8 starts, 1 second, 1/3. We got to keep an eye on those Sumas. They have been tremendous in their first season out here on the track. Those are the horses for the second division of the 2-year-old colt and gelding pace. 7th race, 3 more altogether. And then we're all off to enjoy the rest of this beautiful, beautiful Labor Day weekend. I know there were some spots that got rain a couple of days ago here in Ohio, but after the oppressive summer that we went through in mainly July, but parts of June, July, and early August, it has been quite a refreshing week. And the horses have turned towards the starting gate. 5 out of 7 for Tsunami King, 8 out of 9 for GPA. The other 3 looking for their first lifetime wins today. 7th race, 2-year-old colt and gelding pace. And the tractors are still doing the tractor thing, whatever that is, Chris. Whatever that is. They're pulling. They're pulling. We'll be back after Steve calls the race. 7.
Second division, 2-year-old pacing Colton Geldings, on and behind the gate. The gate swings into the stretch for the start. Here they come. They're off and pacing 4 wide into the first turn as Tsunami King has the inside advantage, cuts the corner and takes the lead as they race around the turn. The GPA to the inside, coming away in second. Terran Pacific is out in third, and the Lane Sumo Boy is driving hard to the outside, but is parked in fourth as Dial Tone seals the gap in fifth. Down the backstretch now as they arrive at the first quarter-mile marker. Brady Clemens has Tsunami King in the clear here, leading a length. Lane Sumo Boy is making another bit of the outside as he moves to second, with GPA back in behind the leader third. The opening quarter was 30-1. Tsunami King by 3 parts of a length. Lane Sumo Boy, a long taxing mile, still there, parked 2 wide. GPA behind battling leaders in third as they come down past the stands for the first time. Terror in Pacific racing in fourth, and to the outside fifth is Dial Tone. So they come to the half. It's Tsunami King with Lane Sumo Boy still there on the outside in second. GPA to the inside, races in the third, the half at a 101 and 3. Dial Tone moves to fourth now behind that stalled cover, and Terror in Pacific is third in traffic, racing in fifth as they make the turn to the backstretch. It's Tsunami King. Tsunami King, now Lane Sumo Boy begins his retreat. GPA still locked in as Dial Tone made a quick move to the outside. Now he's at the leader's wheel in third. Meantime, Lane Sumo Boy drops back. Out of the inside is Terran Pacific, 3/4 at 132 and 3. Around the final turn, Tsunami King. Tsunami King has been in charge every step of the way. GPA now with racing room is there to challenge in a second, but as they make the turn, racing for home, it's Tsunami King. GPA to the outside, coming at him and coming on. Here comes GPA. GPA, Tsunami King at the line, noses apart. Top of the mile, 2 and 4. How many times did he hit that?
Yeah. For something that the horse didn't do wrong. Maybe the whip should have been in the other hand. No, sorry. Couldn't separate them when they hit the wire. 1-2, Tsunami King and GPA. Carson sat in that 2-hole and waited until the last possible moment to come out and try to catch Tsunami, who cut the mile and raced. Both of them raced really, really good. So we'll see what the call is. Good fractions, 30-1. Great rating job by Brady. 30-1, 101 and 3, 132 and 3, 202 and 4. So a 32nd, a 31, a 31, and a 31. Absolutely perfect. See if it was enough to hold off GPA.
Unofficial winner number 2, GPA.
And Carson Conrad was headed back towards the trailer and has made a U-turn and is headed back now towards the winner's circle. Congratulations to the Steve Carter team. Mossberger, hey guys. S&M Carter and P. Gallagher. The summa cum laude gelding from the Yankee Cruiser Mare, Artful Dancer. Super fine horse.
Out of Artful Dancer by Yankee Cruiser. Over the partnership of Mossberger, Carter, and Gallagher of Ohio and Arizona. Steve Carter trains. Carson Conrad, the winning driver. It is the 5th win and 10 lifetime starts for GPA. Scoring here this afternoon at the Washington County Fair. In 202, 4/5. Get top down. Results official, Tsunami King finished second, GPA was the winner. Terror in Pacific fourth, Dial Tone was third, Lane's Sumo Boy fifth. 2:14, 3 and 5. The quarter time, 30 and 1. Half, 1:01, 3/5. 3/4, 1:32 and 3. Final time.
That ice cream looks good.
4/5.
Right there.
Coming up in the eighth race. Eighth race, driving number 3, Sarah Hill, is Christian Myers. Christian Myers picks up the 3, Sarah Hill. The 5, Kaylee's Princess, driven by Case Bateson. Case Bateson on the 5. Ready for the 8th race. It's the second division 3-year-old filly trotters. Race 8. You're up. Bring him out, please.
Congrats again to Steve Carter's team, GPA. Carson Conrad of the bike, 5th win in 10 starts. Earnings now of about $22,000. Time of 2:02 and 4/5. First half of the Daily Double is next. That's our 8th race, 3-year-old fillies, 2nd division. The trot worth $6,453. Thank you for enjoying part of your day with us here at the Washington County Fair in Marietta, Ohio, and we'll be back shortly for our final 2 races after these words from our sponsors.
Have you heard about Bob? It's the Buckeye Owner Bonus, the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association's new incentive program. The program is for people who purchase yearlings or retain their homebreds out of mares registered and eligible for the OHHA's Breeders' Award program at the upcoming 2025 sales. The total bonus will be 1/2 the amount designated for that year's Breeders' Award program. For more information about the Buckeye Owner Bonus, visit ohha.com or call 614-221-3650.
Midland Acres is proud to stand the prominent stallions, TCI, Long Tom, Ready for Money, Monty Mickey, Summa Cum Laude, and Bit of a Legend. With such great pedigree and speed in the stallion barn, Midland Acres will provide a diverse group of top yearlings in the sale ring for 2025. Visit us this fall at our consignments at the Blooded Horse Sale on August 26th, the Ohio Select Jug Sale on September 12th, and the Lexington Select Sale on September 29th through October 3rd. Let Midland Acres' experience in the industry lead you to the winner's circle.
In Ohio, we know a thing or two about greatness. It's in our blood. It's in our horses. Ohio Standardbreds are built to win, racing for nearly $23 million in Ohio Stakes races. See Ohio's top yearlings at the Ohio Selected Jug Sale Friday, September the 12th at the Pickaway County Event Center. Show day is Thursday. Experience the thrill and invest in the future with the Buckeye Owner Bonus. Eligible Ohio sired yearlings get a bonus after their 2- and 3-year-old racing season. Learn more at OhioHarnessHorseBreeders.com.
Dublin Valley Farms, home of Volstead's sire of 2024 Ohio Horse of the Year, Sugar Instead. Also standing at Dublin Valley Farms, Slay, a promising young son of Chapter 7 and Coach K Hanover by world record holder Wallner. Looking for your next winner? Dublin Valley Farms and our clients are offering an exciting lineup of yearlings with current and fashionable pedigrees. Available at public auctions this year. Backed by a team that cares, Dublin Valley Farms, Fredericksburg, Ohio. At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661. When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at BigD'sWeb.com. Sign up for text messaging and receive $10 off your order. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Pull that thing. Am I back? Let me see where the horses are. Can wait till after the post parade. And then I'm going to read something about legacy. Let's do it.
Horses for the 8th race, a division of the Southern Valley Colt Circuit for 3-year-old trotting fillies on the track. The one is Fancy Prize, owned by Melissa and Roy Burns. Drivers change to Casey Kelly. The 2 Flirtini over the Melrose stable of Hopewell, John Ryan Melsheimer aboard. 3 Sarah Hill on the Powerline Racing stable of Salesville. Drivers change, Christian Myers. 4 IB Cream, owned by the partnership of Kirkbride, Spencer, and Vigron of West Virginia. Brady Clemens of the bike. 5 Kaylee's Princess, owned by Karen Fred and Jim Mims of Newcastle, Pennsylvania. Driver is Case Bateson. Field of 5 here in the second division. Purse of $6,453. They'll be at the gate in just a minute.
3-year-old filly trotters for this afternoon's 8th race here at the Washington County Fair in Marietta from the rail out. Number 1, Fancy Prize. Casey Kelly on the bike for Roy Burns. Roy and Melissa at her Milford Center own this Enterprise filly. She's out of the classic photo mare Photo Savvy. 9 starts this year, a win, a second, 2 thirds, $8,700 in earnings at 208-2 at Wellston. Caldwell last week, a solid second place performance. A break the week before that, a scratch the week before that, a third up at Salina, and a 4th at Chillicothe. So this one's been getting some checks. Number 2, Flirtini. John Ryan Melsheimer trains and drives. Melrose Stable owns a What the Hill filly from the Donato Hanover mare. She likes to dance. 5 starts this year, 1 second place finish. $3,543 in earnings. This one is a homebred at the Melrose Stable. Number 3, Sarah Hill with Christian Myers. J.H. Miller trains. Powerline Racing owns a What the Hill filly from the Uncle Peter mare, Petey Sarah. This one was bred by the Burke Racing Stable and Knox Services up in Mount Vernon. 15 starts this year, 1 win, 2 third-place finishes, a mark of 201-3 on a sloppy track at Northfield, and just under $10,000 in earnings with Christian Myers in the bike. Number 4, IB Cream, Brady Clemens. Charles Igneron trains and owns with Kirkbride and Spencer a De La Cream filly from the Amigo Hall mare Rainaby. 17 starts this year, just under $26,000 in earnings and a mark at 2 minutes in a qualifier over at the Meadows. And number 5, Kaylee's Princess. Case Bateson drives for Karen Freed, who owns with James Mims and Uncle Peter filly from the Broadway Hall mare Tattoo U. 7 starts, 4 third-place finishes, a little under $11,000 lifetime earnings. Let's go to Steve for the call of this afternoon's 8th race, 3-year-old filly trotters.
Turn, folks, please stay off the track. Stay off the track. You've got horses coming your way. 3-year-old trotting fillies approaching the start. Here they come. And another off-ended trotting Flirtini hustles right out, crosses over, grabs the lead. Fancy Prize to the inside, coming away in second as they enter the turn. Sarah Hill trots out in third. IB Cream is under early from the outside for Clemens, and Kaylee's Princess will trail early. Onto the backstretch now, and up front, leading the way as they make the turn. It's Flirtini and Melsheimer, leading by a length and a half. Fancy Prize on the inside continues to follow them second. IB Cream has settled into line third, with Sarah Hill racing in fourth. Kaylee's Princess right there behind fifth. Evenly spaced as they trot to the quarter in 32 and 1. They race to the far turn, no changes here, with Flirtini, the What the Hell filly, maintaining her lead a length. Fancy Prize has closed the gap well, racing in the second spot. IB Cream and Brady Clemens sitting tight in third. Inside, racing in the fourth as they head this way, Sarah Hill and Kaylee's Princess. So they ride to the half. It's Flirtini still there. Fancy Prize angles to the outside. There to challenge in second now. The half was 104 and 2. Flirtini. Fancy Prize is at her wheel in second. IB Cream tips on her back. She's now second over in third. Now she swings three wide as they make the turn to the back stretch. Three across the track here. And IB Cream powers up to take the lead from third to second. And IB Cream has just cleared, and she kicks away by 2. IB Cream by 3, by 4 lengths now. Fancy Prize still parked out in second. Flirtini to the inside, 3/4 and 135. IB Cream out by 6 lengths and going, with Fancy Prize and Flirtini battling for the second spot. Here comes Sarah Hill and Kaylee's Princess. Top of the stretch with less than an eighth of a mile to go. It's IB Cream and Brady Clemens. IB Cream with an insurmountable lead. IB Cream is under wraps, and she'll win again. IB Cream in front, Flirtini second with Kaylee's Princess. 2:05 and 2 for the mile.
Flirtini couldn't hold on. IB Cream with the 4th win in a row. Brady Clemens for Charles Vigneron. 4.25 across the wire, 2:05 and 2. Flirtini cut the mile for a long way, and then on the backstretch, right when they got about a little bit past the 5/8 is when IB Cream decided it was time, and Brady had to go 3 wide as Fancy Prize was sitting outside in the second lane, but got to the front before the third quarter and made it easy from there. First half went in 1:04 and 2. Last half went in 1 minute and 3/5. So a great move. IB Cream 4 wide. That's 4 wins in a row. NOHIO 8 wins and 18 starts. Picked up $3,200 in earnings. Really close to $30,000. This one was bred by Jacob Yoder here in the state of Ohio. IB Cream should be working her way back here towards the winner's circle. Where is she? There she is, right here in front of us.
A Colt Circuit racing here at Marietta. Multi-talented filly by De La Cream, out of Arena B by Beagle Hall. It's IB Cream, bred by Jacob Yoder of Ohio, owned by the partnership of Kirkbride, Spencer, and Vigneron. Charles Vigneron, the trainer. Brady Clemens, the winning driver. Scoring her 4th consecutive win on the Ohio Fair Circuit, 7th of the season, trotting today's mile in 2:05 2/5. The 8th race official, Fancy Prize finished 4th, Flirtini was 2nd, Sarah Hill was 5th, IB Cream the winner, and Kaylee's Princess 3. Recheck from the top, 4.25, 1 and 3. The quarter time, 32 and 1. The half, 104 2/5. 3/4, 135. The mile, 2:05 2/5. In the nightcap, race 9, driving the 1. Trunk Bay Hanover is Derek Wadaker. In the barn area, bring out race 9, 3-year-old pacing fillies. Bring out the 9th right away.
When we come back for the 9th, which will be our final race of this beautiful afternoon here in Marietta, this is the second division of the 3-year-old filly Pace, purse at $6,400. The 4 fillies in this race this year have raced a total of 51 times, and 41 out of those 51 times, they've all been first, second, or third. So this is shaping up as a great finale. And then I'll have one more historical paragraph to share with everybody because I think it's pretty cool when we come back. Thanks for being with us this afternoon. We'll be back for the finale here in Marietta right after these messages.
In Ohio, Hickory Lane Farm has the stallions you are looking for, like What the Hill, Uncle Peter, and In Range, as well as Branded by Lindy, Jug Winner Luz Pearlman, Racing Hill, and Guardian Angel Oz. Hickory Lane will offer a host of Ohio-sired yearlings this fall, including 6 by In Range, 5 by Uncle Peter, 4 by Guardian Angel Oz, and 1 by What the Hill. Find out more at hickorylanefarm.com.
The Ohio equine industry needs your help. I'm Scott Mogan, president of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association. With over 300,000 horses in Ohio, the economic impact of the equine industry in the state is over $2.8 billion. That means jobs that pump millions of dollars into the local economy and support thousands of families. For Ohio's equine industry to remain strong, we need to send a clear message to our legislators about the important role that the agricultural small businesses play in Ohio's economy. To do that, we need your help. PACER, the Political Action Committee for Equine Racing, helps support and inform on issues that could positively affect Ohio harness racing. Please consider a donation to PACER. To donate, visit our website at ohha.com or call 614-221-3650. Your donation will help keep harness racing strong in Ohio. Thank you for your support.
Who feeds your need for new ideas for your family's best farm future? Ohio Farm Bureau. We work with our members to shape ag policy that will positively impact our industry. Farm Bureau is advancing business solutions to give you a competitive advantage. We help you gather information to stay ahead of important topics and technology. Plus, Ohio Farm Bureau creates opportunities for growth. Ohio Farm Bureau. Feeding your need for new ideas.
Wallem Racing has been racing and breeding winners for over 5 decades, specializing in the development of young horses racing in Ohio. We are currently looking for new partnership opportunities as the fall sales approach. Our facilities feature a half-mile all-weather track, a sand track, beautiful turnouts, and everything that is needed to set your next quarter filly up for success. Want to own your next resource and have fun doing it? If so, contact us today and join in on the thrill of Ohio harness racing.
Hey, we're back for the finale here in a couple of minutes. We're waiting for a couple more horses to come out, so we're going to have our little tidbit of history in this very, very, lack of a better word, historical region of the country, but all having to do with the growth and the origin of what again was referred to here in southeast Ohio and Ohio in general as the Northwest Territory as the country was expanding. So check this out. During 1852, the president of the Ohio Historical Society described these pioneers. These were the 48 people that came out of New England and were part of the original settlers. Quote, "So various and eventful lives as theirs have scarcely ever fallen to the lot of man. They were born under a monarchy, fought the Battle of Independence, assisted in the baptism of a great republic, then moved into a wilderness and laid the foundations of a state, itself almost equaling an empire. These men not only lived in remarkable times, but were themselves remarkable men. Energetic, industrious, persevering, honest, bold, and free. They were limited in their achievements only by the limits of possibility. Successful alike in field and forest, they have at length gone to their rest, leaving names which are part of the fame and the history of their country. On the centennial anniversary of the Marietta settlement, Senator George F. Hoare of Massachusetts orated, quote, "It was an illustrious band. They were men of exceptional character, talents, and attainments. They were the best of New England culture. They were revolutionary heroes." Pretty cool. 48 guys. They went through all kinds of adventures, the mouth of the Muskingum, to come out here and achieve what they did. And literally, within 50 years of them coming out here and arriving and starting things, Ohio already had 1.5 million people, which is pretty cool.
Yes.
Pretty cool. And no Interstate 270 back then.
Really?
I know, it's shocking.
Didn't
So
Eisenhower
thanks for
start that?
bearing with it. You know, when there's 9 races and you're doing it by yourself, there's only 4 or 5 horses in a race. You need some filler, and I hope that the educational aspect of today's broadcast was not too disturbing, and that we'll appreciate the history of these guys who made all this possible. What do you think, Chris? Pretty cool.
I feel more at home now that I know that.
That's all I can ask.
Yes, I feel more comfortable.
9th race finale coming up. Horses are gathering for the post parade, which we'll have in just a minute or two. I did not have any lunch today.
Did you have breakfast?
I don't know what's out here. Yeah, I had a toasted English muffin with hummus and a thick slice of tomato for breakfast. It was pretty good. Hamas.
Yeah. Okay. I never used hummus as a breakfast item.
Yeah, I don't know when I
It's
started
protein,
doing
right?
that. Yeah, it's got a little bit of everything in it. Chickpeas, healthy.
Inflammatory.
Post parade for the final.
Here come the horses for the 9th race, the second and final division for the 3-year-old pacing fillies in the Southern Valley Colts Circuit. Purse of $6,453. The one is Trunk Bay Hanover, owned by Hanners Racing of New Holland. Driving is Derek Waterker. Derek Waterker on the 1. 2 Sunshine Player, owned by Susan Offenberger of Beverly. Brady Clemens aboard. 3 Surviving Fire. Billy Hart of Maine, the owner. Daniel Holmes aboard. 4 Maddie's Delight, owned by the SCP Stables of Canton, Georgia. Carson Conrad in the sulky. Field of 4, race 9, coming up next at the Washington County Fair.
We got some good ones here. 3-year-old filly pacers. Number 1 is Trunk Bay Hanover, Derek Wadeker for Alicia Hanners and Hanners Racing. This is a down by the seaside filly from the well-said mare. Take That Hanover. 11 starts this year, 4 wins, 3 seconds, 3 thirds. That's 10 out of 11, $26,000 in earnings, and a qualifying win at Hoosier in 153 and 4. This was a $25,000 purchase at the Harrisburg sale. Number 2 is Sunshine Player, Brady Clemens for Eric Nesselrode. Susan Offenberger out of Beverly owns this one, a strong player filly from the Sunshine Beach mare, Sunshine Molly. 8 starts this year, 2 seconds, 2 thirds. Number 3, Daniel Holmes with Survive and Fire. 15 out of 18 first, second, or thirds, including 10 wins, $73,000 plus in earnings, a mark of 152 and 1. And number 4, Maddie's Delight, 12 out of 14, 8 wins and 14 starts, 154 at Northfield, $47,000 in earnings. Last performances, Derek Waterker's Trunk Bay Hanover was first at Caldwell, second at Woodsfield, first at Zanesville, third in Chillicothe, and on and on. There's 24 lines on the program page for these 4 horses, and there's nothing higher than a 4th place finish. A matter of fact, Maddie's Delight and Survive and Fire only have been 1st or 2nd in most of their races. So this one's setting up to be pretty good. They should be flying. Again, 51 starts for the 4 horses, 41 first, 2nd, and 3rd place finishes. That's 80%. That means they're all going to be pushing pretty hard. Fastest winning time was 52-1 by Survive and Fire.
What's the track record here?
Didn't get a sheet.
No?
Did not. And I couldn't find it looking online last night, and I'm sure it's there somewhere because I've looked before and I couldn't find it.
Well, I want to see a track record.
You want to see a track record in this race?
Well, this is the only race we'll be able to.
Well, I thought maybe you meant at Kenton.
No. I mean, I've
track
seen a lot
record
of track
would be
records,
nice.
but I'm saying today.
Yeah.
Right now. 143-2. That's what
143-2. Can you imagine how fast that would look? Steve, thanks for great calls today. Appreciate it. Great job back there, our announcer. Here we go for the final 9th race.
Top of the stretch. Here they come. And they're off. Maddie's Delight from the far outside tries for the lead. Sunshine Player from the tween horses, and Chunk Bay Hanover will have the inside advantage as they charge into that first turn. Survive and Fire is the early trailer in 4th. Stepping out of the backside now and moving to the front, taking the lead, it's Sunshine Player. Sunshine Player by a length and a half. Trunk Bay Hanover and Derek Waterker with a quarter move coming right back to the outside. So give and go up front here as Brady Clemens yielding with Sunshine Player, and Trunk Bay Hanover has now taken the lead with Maddie's Delight just off those in the 3rd. 29-2 the opening quarter. Meantime, Survive and Fire races in 4th, but she's only 4 lengths off the lead as they come to the top of the stretch. Coming towards the half, Trunk Bay Hanover, the down by the Seaside filly, has the lead. To the outside comes Maddie's Delight. From the 3rd, she's now 2nd. And Conrad has Maddie's Delight on the move, matching strides with Trunk Bay Hanover. They're side by side, 2 pairs of 2 as they hit the half in 1 minute 3/5. Trunk Bay Hanover to the inside. Maddie's Delight still parked and pressing on. Down to the inside. Sunshine Player slipping through. 3 wide to the outside is Survive and Fire. Maddie's Delight has taken the lead. Trunk Bay Hanover now to the outside. They swap spots here. 3 wide is Survive and Fire. Dropping back Sunshine Player as they reach the 3/4 mile marker. Maddie's Delight by a length. Trunk Bay Hanover to the outside, and Survive and Fire pressing on. 3/4 and 131-2. Around the final turn, Maddie's Delight by 2 lengths. Trunk Bay Hanover to the inside. Survive and Fire to the outside. Final 16th to go. It's Maddie's Delight. Maddie's Delight. Trunk Bay Hanover. Time running out for her with Survive and Fire. It's Maddie's Delight. Maddie's Delight to win. Trunk Bay Hanover is 2nd. Survive and Fire 3rd. Top of the mile, 2 minutes, 3/5.
It's a little off in my time.
A little bit. 17 seconds. Not bad.
Yeah, that's close.
Maddie's Delight, 2 minutes and 3/5. Carson Conrad in the bike for the Steve Carter Barn and SCP Stable down in Northwest Canton, Georgia. 9 wins and 15 starts this year. Earnings now over $50,000. Mark of 54 at Northfield. Looking at something to see what caused the break there in the first turn. Give you the fractions here: 29-2, minute 3, 131-2, 2 minutes and 3/5 last quarter. 29-1. They got off the rail with Sunshine Player. The 2 took the lead. They got to the backstretch, and Derek Wadiger said enough of that, so he pulled and got to the front. And then they stayed that way until just at the half when Carson came up on the outside with Maddie's Delight and took the lead. The one was outside of him at the time, as was the 3. We had 2 in and 2 out. And Maddie's Delight had plenty left at the end, and it came in 4, 1, 3, and 2 for the final. Ouch.
Trackside, divisional winner of the Southern Valley Colt Circuit, 3-year-old filly Pacers. It's the 4 Maddie's Delight. A daughter of Latheroff. Light Delight by Western Hanover. Bred in Georgia by Steve Price. Or by the SCP stable of Canton, Georgia. Steve Carter trains. Carson Conrad steering his 3rd winner of the day. Driving triple for Conrad and for Maddie's Delight. It is the 9th seasons of victory, 3rd consecutive. Pacing the mile in 2 minutes, 3 films.
Okay, I'm going to take a look at it. He doesn't need to wait. I'm not going to talk to him. All right, I'll send him off.
Am I live, Chris?
Yes.
Judges taking a look at a replay. There was a little incident. Not anymore. There was a little incident in the first turn. I think as they went past the half, looking to see if anybody got bumped there or if it was just someone going wide. But I'm guessing Maddie's Delight is back in her trailer. And we'll see what the judges find out. If anything dramatic. Beautiful blue sky with some white scattered puffy clouds. It has been an absolutely gorgeous day here at Marietta. We know that there are lots of things that you can do on a day like today in Ohio. For those of you that spent part of your day with us, we are always very appreciative. We love our audience. Everybody from all over. The Demolition Derby cars are coming on to the inside.
Results for the 9th race. The 1 Trump Bay Hanover was 2nd. Sunshine Flyer 4th. Surviving Fire finished 3rd, and Maddie's Delight the winner. 2 fourths, 3 and 1. The quarter time 29 and 2. The half 1 minute 3 fifths. 3/4 time 1:31 and 2, and the mile 2 minutes 3 fifths. And racing fans concludes the racing action here at the 2025 Washington County Fair. Thanks for being with us. Certainly hope you enjoy the rest of your day as the tractor pull continues, and looks like the Demolition Derby contestants are moving in as we speak. So enjoy the rest of your day here at the Washington County Fair.
Should we say goodnight? Let us say goodnight. Thanks again, everybody, for being with us this afternoon. Thank you, Chris. Well done. Always a pleasure spending a couple hours in a breezy, shady spot with you. Everybody, please enjoy the rest of your Labor Day holiday. Be safe, and we'll see you next time. Thanks so much for being with us. Good day.